Welcome back. Now, workers of the Federal Capital Territory Administration and the Federal Capital Development Authority, I should add the SDAs too, the secretaries, are currently protesting in Abuja over outstanding demands. While the spokesperson to the FCT minister says most of the workers' demands have been met, the protesters insist otherwise. Well, now we're joined by the President, Joint Union Action Congress, that's Rifkatu Yotia, here to speak on this matter. Good morning. Thank you for joining us on the program today.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, we did see the statement from the assistant to the minister, Mr. Leo Olayinka, saying they already met 10 out of 14 demands presented by the workers, and they are addressing the others. The committees have been set up to look into the rest of the demands. Now, first of all, is this the case? Has 10 out of 14 been met?
It's not true.
Oh.
It's not true. Actually, I listened to him on some TV houses. I also listened to him yesterday on a radio program. He was live. And I was surprised that if people held in high esteem can go ahead and say the things that they are not too sure of. I don't think there's anything wrong with even him getting in touch with us to actually get the exact information.
He hasn't gotten in touch with any?
No, we've never spoken with him as leaders of the joint unions.
Has any of the demands been met at all?
Yeah, they paid 13 months hazard allowance for the medical and health workers and 1 month wage award arrears. That was the only thing. But the DSS have been mediating between us and the management, trying to see...
DSS?
Yes, sir. Trying to see how they can breach the fracas going on. And they were the ones that we held meeting with last on Saturday. We didn't hold a meeting on Sunday. I heard him say we held meeting still Sunday. We didn't hold any meeting on Sunday. On Monday, we held a meeting with the management, the director of security and the head of service of the FCT.
Well, help me out. Is the union that violent? Why is the DSS the one intervening? I don't understand.
We are not. The union of FCT has never gone on strike. I can remember, but I know that we protested in June last year, and it was very peaceful. I think they stepped in because they feel the timing is not right, so many things are going on wrong, and they don't want infiltration. So they wanted to stop anything that would escalate and turn into violence. But so far, it's been very peaceful.
Okay, I would like to, read directly, because you did say that some of the demands have been met. I'm looking at the release of the senior special assistant to the minister now. He says one of the demands made was non-payment of outstanding 5 months wage award, payment of which has commenced. Also, the outstanding 13 months hazard allowance and 22 months rural allowance for health workers have been fully paid by the administration. Is this true?
That is not true. 13 months hazard allowance fully paid when our letter was served to them, and 1 month wage award was paid. But all this began when our letters went to them. But before our letters went to them for the 7 days ultimatum, we've been talking to the authorities. Do this, do this, do this. And they wouldn't do. And I feel that the people we've been talking with do not have the capacity to do them. And I say this because almost everything that has got to do with FCDA, FCTA, SDAs has been totally centralized. And so if nothing comes from the center, nobody does anything.
Pardon me, what do you mean the
by
people... No, before centralization.
Capacity.
You said the people, they don't have the capacity. Are they the ones appointed by the authority to speak with you, or what? Why are they not?
Yes, if we are talking with the head of service and some directors and also SA to the minister on admin, they are part of management. And if always they are talking to us and nothing is happening, it then means they don't have the capacity. Capacity in the sense that they cannot give the go-ahead, go and pay them. That's where I'm coming from. They are not the ones to the ball does not end on their table. They have to seek the attention of the minister.
So what would you rather have?
I would rather have a little bit. In our points, I don't know, it's actually not 14. The one we gave the DSS was 22, and the one we gave the authority was like 18. You know, so we never had a 14-point grievances. We had so much, but we picked, and we even had a flyer that we picked just little things to go on. That's why I'm saying the aide to the minister did not even talk with us. He would have given all these documents and say, go through it and see.
I'm going to go through the statement because I am a little perturbed as to why, you know, even though you say partially this particular one that I read, I'm going to read another one. He says, the workers also listed non-payment of 2023 promotion arrears and outstanding 2024 promotion arrears as part of the demands. Meanwhile, the outstanding arrears in the sum of 286 million, some extras on top of it, covering 724 offices across 24 SDAs, was approved by the minister in December 2025 and is being processed for payment to the beneficiaries. Are you aware of some work being done in this regard?
We will be glad if this agitation has brought that to landslide, because there's nothing wrong with you telling us at the point we are engaging and talking with you. We're hearing this information on TV just like it's on in your hand right now. It was on the screen, I saw it, and I'm like, well, if the agitation will bring this, whatever they want to come up with it that they're doing, let's wait and see how far.
So, I mean, you raised the issue of elongation of tenure of retired directors and permanent secretaries. Yeah. They say it's been resolved with the minister assuring workers of strict compliance with public service rules. Have you had any conversation with the minister since these agitations began?
No.
There has been no conversation with the minister on the issue of welfare?
We have never met the minister since he assumed office in the FCTA. And we feel the staff and the union are critical stakeholders in the system. When he was coming, the first day he entered the FCTA, when he was being welcomed by so many people, our management then, knowing how critical we are, invited the union to be on the table to welcome him. That was the last day we saw Mr. Minister at close range. And so we have never heard anything, but for everything they tell us, they say it is at the instance of Mr. Minister, and yet nothing is being done. And so that's why we say the ball stops with him. I heard when the media aide was saying we do salaries, we are supposed to be the ones talking about deduction and pensions. Yes, we are the workers and we work out our salaries. But if for any reason there is a breach in the line of activities and we cry out, we expect that somebody bigger than us should be. We do not say the minister is the one that should prepare all of this, no. But if there's something that's affecting us and is going to affect even our future, we have to report to somebody that has the authority to put a stop to that. And that is why it's on our list of agitation.
You have said there are about 22 of your agitations.
Yes, please.
What we have is 14.
Yeah. Because that was given by the media.
So far, all that we have read, it will seem that you're not even aware that some of them have been done, or you are saying, well, if it is being done, then you are happy. But to the best of your knowledge, that has not been done. So are you saying then that of the 22, only 1 or 2 of them have been fulfilled?
Very true. You know, they told us that the minister said he's going to adhere strictly to the public service rule.
Indeed.
Good. At least we've made a point and a correction is being taken. But I take it with a pinch of salt because in October we picketed one of the offices of a director that was supposed to retire. I don't know whether he was 60 years or it's 35 years of service that caught up with him. But he was meant to retire and he didn't retire. And we felt, why so? A director should go if it is time for him to go. So we picketed him. It was at that point that they told us they had spoken to Mr. Minister that there will be no more elongation. And we went ahead and wrote on social media, no more elongation to our staff. We're about 121,000 staff. Wrote and circulated, there will be no more elongation. To our greatest surprise, 4 weeks after, there was another elongation. And that is what necessitated this. If people retire, let them go so that our growth is not stunted. If someone didn't go, they wouldn't have been there. And so they should move so that there is
But was there
progression.
prior communication about the union's grievances or concerns about this before the strike?
Very well, very well. We even held a meeting, and that was when they told us that Mr. Minister had promised it wasn't going to happen again. And then we even wrote it and circulated that this is going to end, this is going to end. And only like 4 weeks, 3-4 weeks after, another elongation came up. And we felt,
it doesn't seem like people are listening here.
Yes, yes.
I'm a little curious, though. What would it take? Because I do know that, yes, when unions go on strike, they will have a long list of demands, but we do know that maybe there's some are certainly more important than others. There'll be those that you really prioritize. So what is the minimum in terms of your list of priorities that must be met before you are assured that at least work will be going on the rest and you can call
You know, the 14 points he has.
Excuse me.
The 14 points he has, I think, born out of our meeting with the DSS and the management. And they asked us to give them list of priority. We gave them, and they say if 10 is met, I say I'll be good.
10?
You know, yes, if 10 are met, we'll be good. So it is from there that they picked and say 14, but nothing has been done, Mark, in all honesty.
Okay, so we'll compare that list and the list that probably you would prefer be met when we return in just a moment. Don't go away. Welcome back. Our concluding moments about this ongoing strike in the FCT. Well, is it true that key interventions already implemented include commencement of payments of 5 months outstanding wage awards, full settlement of 13 months hazard allowance and 22 months rural allowance owed to health workers, and approval of 286 million naira in outstanding promotion arrears for 724 officers across 24 secretariats, departments, and agencies?
Yeah, like I said before, the hazard allowance we know has been fully paid. 1 month wage award has been paid. And they commenced this payment after we had sent in our 7 days ultimatum. And if you already have sent in your 7 days ultimatum, when you pick 102 and you implement, it's not enough for us to...
Well, is that not the demonstration of good faith and willingness to engage if they've started doing something before you embarked on strike?
They should have done it before we embark on strike, sir.
So you didn't, even though they started it, you don't take that as a demonstration of good faith?
Sir, they should have done it before the strike because other things are on the list. And if the list is that long, and you can see the agitation is total, nobody came to work. A few people wanted to come. We said, just go and work if you want to work. We opened the gate, go and do your work. And the next day, yesterday, they didn't come. So to tell you that it is not even the union leaders, but it is from within every staff that things are not going wrong in the FCT. And it's not just about that, you know. When the minister came in 2023, we were ready to write exam for 2023 because exams are conducted every year. People get due every year because we didn't come the same time, the same day and all. And because they were trying to settle down, exams didn't hold. The next year, March, the Honorable Minister was able to get us implementing the civil service rule, which was passed into law, but there was no implementation. It hadn't gotten the assent of Mr. President, and he got us that. And he implemented. That is what gave us the right to be able to grow now, having permanent secretaries, which is the apex of a civil servant's career. You know, and from then, we expect that things will get better. That was all we've got to know. Naturally, as a leader in a place, you are supposed to have certain thresholds to be able to hold on to the office and do other things, even if monies are not coming from the central. They do not have a single threshold. In works, they are supposed to have threshold. In consultancy, they are supposed to have threshold. And also in services. Nothing is happening.
Threshold for approvals.
For approvals,
that they can give.
That they can give.
And so far, so good. That is not happening.
Not even a dime.
You just mentioned exams, and one of the things that it will seem came up in your agitation is some controversy about a pass rate. 22.5%. It would seem that you are saying is the pass rate for workers, but they are saying that that figure has no official backing, and they're advising you to await the formal release of the results of the promotion exams.
So if somebody,
as directed by the minister.
So if somebody says that, is it an implementation? Now we are workers, and of course we have informations. As you are working, is somebody that does the work. You from on top do not do the work, and so we have informations. Now when they held these examinations in 2025 August, the first batch of the examinations for Directorate Cadre that was supposed to be done for their 2023 qualified people, they had a CBT exam, which is the first in FCTA. And we told them it's good. Of course, the world is going digital. That's fine. Those people passed very well because they were not as much. Now, the second tranche of the exam came in November to the first week of December. The place they wrote the exam was small, overcrowded, so many glitches. In some computers, you open it to tell you no login details. You cannot log in. You're writing the exam, your system will shut. And all of this, immediately after the exam, we approached the management. There were glitches. What do we do about this? They didn't say anything.
All right. You say if about 10 of your demands are met, that you're willing to sheath your swords. Does the ones you say they've started, does it reduce the number?
If it's completed, sir.
It will reduce it to what?
It will reduce it to 9.
Oh, 9?
Yeah.
I thought it was like 5 or 6.
Yeah, no, it will reduce it to 9. They told us, the minister agreed there will be no more elongation. We'll be so glad. If they also pay the arrears, we'll be so glad. But another thing that's so, and if they look into the promotions, how can you come? About 7,000 people wrote exam and only about 2,000 will pass. And they are telling us FCTA staff didn't pass very well, FCDA staff passed. They use FCTA as guinea pig to perfect the one for FCDA. All those glitches we talked about, they even shifted them to a different facility to write their own exam. So we're not saying cancel the examinations, but let's all look at it on a round table and see what exactly went wrong. We've not been failing exams. Something went wrong, and we've mentioned it even before your results came out.
All right, we'll see. When is the next meeting, by the way? With the DSS, I guess?
I don't know. The last meeting we had was the day before yesterday. We didn't meet yesterday. If they call us, we're ready.
So no feedback yet as to whether there's progress?
Yes, but the head of service told us yesterday she's doing everything possible. She actually told us also that concerning our pension, can you imagine our pension not remitted? You deduct my pension, that if I retire, I'll get it, and then it's not remitted. You know, and she said they were at the Accountant General's office to see what they can do. And all we are saying, communication is key. If there's anything you are facing that has to do with stuff, just let us know. We shouldn't be the one coming to, we didn't see our pension alerts, what's happening, and then you keep until we got to this point.
All right, we're hoping that all of this is addressed and sorted, so perhaps maybe the next meeting should be, I mean, one has to be optimistic, hoping that the next meeting will sort all of this out.
Solidarity forever.
We pray so. We really actually want to go back to work too, but they should do the needful.
If you go on strike, no work, no pay.
Are you reminding them, Chamberlain?
No, I'm telling her. This one, she's bringing solidarity in hand.
Then let's get there.
Rivka Tiyota, as the president, joins Union Action Congress. Thank you for coming on, and we hope that all of this will be addressed.
Thank you very much for having me.
Well, that is the show today. We thank you all for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm Chamberlain, so goodbye.
Thank you. I'm Maupe Ogun Yusuf. Have a great day.